I'm going to go over our review sheet. So here we are, just looking at the timer. It glitched a little bit, but let's get this started. I don't want to make it too long. This is the Grade 4 Module 1 review sheet. You will see right here, we're starting off with number 1. Number 1 on this sheet is talking about comparing the values. We have done a lot of work. You'll see a lot that we go over here. We have also gone over for the mid-module review, so a lot of it is just repetitive and extra practice. So we're going to compare the values of each 3 in this number right here, 336,271. So you could use pictures, numbers, or words to explain how we can compare those values. So if we're looking, and which we have here, 336,271, for me, I like to use words because I'm looking at that 3 and that 3. This 3 is in the hundred thousands place. So that's worth 300,000. This 3 is in the 10,000s place. So that's worth 30,000. So I actually said I wanted to use words. I'm going to start by using numbers. So we know when the digits are next to each other, right, that the digit to the left is 10 times greater than the digit to the right. Okay? So I would write, we could say 300,000 is 10 times greater than 30,000. All right? That would be right. Or you could say 30,000 is 10 times less than 300,000. Okay? Or the 3 in the hundred thousands place is 10 times greater than the 3 in the 10,000s place. All right, so it's however you could draw it. You could draw your place value chart and draw the lines going across, however you want to do it. Just know that when the digits are next to each other, that their values are 10 times greater, 10 times greater, 10 times greater. Okay, so that is number 1. Okay, so as I'm erasing this, we're looking at number 2. Number 2 here, we're comparing using greater than, less than, or equal to. Write your answer inside the circle. Well, if we're looking here, I have 216 thousands plus 12 thousands is what compared to 250,000? Well, I need to know what is the value of 216 thousands plus 12 more thousands. So what I can do is I'm going to draw my ones, tens, hundreds. This is thousands, 10,000s, and now our 100,000s place. So if I have 216 thousands, how am I placing this in here? Well, 216 thousands. So 216 thousands is going to be 216 ends in my thousands place, and I have no hundreds, no tens, no ones. Okay, I'm adding 12 thousands. Well, where do I put my 12? I can't put all 12 in my thousands place. I have to regroup, right? So I have 12 thousands. I'm going to, I have 1 10,000 and 2 thousands. Okay, that's the same as 12 thousands. Okay, or you could use the place value chart if you need, or if you could just add up your numbers, which is still lining them up. I'm going to get 228,000. Well, so if this is 228,000 down here, and this is 250,000, which is greater? Well, 250,000 is going to be greater than 228,000. Okay. Now we go to number 3. We have Ohio. Ohio has a population of 236,529 people. Virginia has 152,389 more people than Ohio. That's the super important part of this question. That's how many more people than Ohio. This is not the population of Virginia. It's not. I know Ohio has 236,529 people, and Virginia has 152,389 more. So if I'm going to look here and put Virginia, I have to do 236,529 plus 152,389. I have to add those up, and that will give me Virginia. All right. Ohio has this much. Virginia has that much more. 9 and 9 is 18. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 8 is 11. 1 and 5 is 6, and 3 is 9. 6 and 2 is 8. 5 and 3 is 8. 2 and 1 is 3. 388,918. I'm going to put that here. 388,918 that's the total for Virginia. So now we want to know, what is the total population of both states? Use a tape diagram to solve. Well, the total population of both states. Here's my tape diagram. I'm trying to find both states. I know one is 236,529, and the other one is 388,918. To find the total, I'm going to add those two numbers. I'm going to add them right on the bottom for you. 236,529 and 388,918. Let's add them up. 17, 1 and 2 is 3, and 1 is 4. 5 plus 9 is 14. 1 and 6 is 7, and 8 is 15. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 and 8 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 and 3 is 6. So 625,447 people. That is our total population. Now it's saying round to the nearest 100,000. 100,000, the population of Ohio. The population of Ohio is over here. Well, we know Ohio. Ohio they gave us. All right. So what is 236,529? I'm rounding it to the nearest 100,000. Well, if I'm going to the nearest 100,000, that is, the 2 is in the 100,000s place. We go next door, the 3. The 3 is low. 4 or low, stay down below. So that 2 in the 100,000s place stays a 2. So it's 200,000. Because remember, you would say Okay, 200,000, 236,529 is in between 200,000 and 300,000. And right smack in the middle is 250,000. Where does 236,529? It's before the midpoint. It's to the left, 200,000. Now we want the population of Virginia in numbers, number form, word form, and expanded form. So we know Virginia. All right, I'm going to erase this. We know Virginia is right here. So in number form, well, that's our numbers. 388,918, that's numbers. Word form, 388,918. $388,918. That is word form. Okay, so this is numbers. This is word form. And now we want expanded form. So expanded form would be, this is for Virginia, right? Yep, so it's 300,000 plus the 8 in the 10,000s, 80,000, plus there's an 8 in the thousands, 8,000, plus the 9 in the hundreds, 900, 1 in the tens is 10, 8 in the ones. 300,000 plus 80,000 plus 8,000 plus 900 plus 10 plus 8. Good. And word, oh, I did word form. Oh, I did all three forms. This is going to be our expanded form. Excellent. Okay. And then I believe we have comparing those two populations using greater than, less than, or equal to. Well, if you go back, Ohio and Virginia, right? We know, couldn't fit it on the same page, but Virginia is greater than Ohio. Okay, so you would have on your review sheet, I'll do it over here in the bottom right, I'll write it in green, would be 388,918 is greater than 236,529. Okay, this is comparing the population of both cities. Okay, and the last two, this is just some practice with computations. Okay, so here, if I am adding, 4 plus 6 is 10, 1 plus 8 is 9, 2 plus 3 is 5. Now I go into my thousands, 5 and 6 is 11,000, 7, 8, and 3, and 200,000 is 500,000. 500,000. Checking my work, 10, 9, 5, 11, 8, 5. Good. Now we subtract for B. All right. 2 minus 5 you can't do, so I go to the 5, make it a 4. 2 becomes a 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. Good. 4 minus 7, can't do it. Go next door to the 9. Make it an 8, which is really 800ths. The 4 becomes 14. 14 minus 7 is 7. 8 minus 4 is 4. 6 minus 3 is 3. And 5 minus 1 is 4. 43,477. I check that. 5 and 7 is 12. 14, that's 5. Actually, I'm going to check it down here. Let's add them up. $56,952. There's my check. All right, so there is today's review. Go back to the main page. Hope this helped. And like I said with my last one, if you get to the end of this video, okay, I want you to put on an index card, dear Mr., and just write, dear Mr. Vaccaro, I watched the entire review, and that's it. Dear Mr. Vaccaro, I watched the entire review with your name on it and the date. I'll tell you why. Well, I'll tell you why after. But don't tell anybody else, because I don't want one person to do it and everyone to know it. That's the bell. Creepy. Have a great day.